It's called Star Wars, and when you have the name Star Wars and Lucasfilm, people have an expectation to see something incredible. It's demanded of by the audience. So we are doing our best to have these grand scale battles. You will see numbers of clones fighting like you saw on Geonosis. It has to be shown on an epic scale to understand that there's a universe, there's a galaxy involved in this conflict, and we have to show that scope. Well, the audience is a lot more sophisticated nowadays, especially when it comes to what they expect out of a fight. There are many different kinds of battles. There's grand scale epic battles that are like your Saving Private Ryan kind of D-Day landing, and then there's a lot more covert operation Navy SEALs type of mission, and audiences are more aware of that now because of all the films that explore it than they ever have been before. So we are challenged in Star Wars to bring some of those more modern ideas into our fighting as well. One of the most interesting things about Ahsoka to me is that she is a student, a pupil that was raised in a time of peace originally, to be a peacekeeper, raised in the temple. She's taken out of that environment and thrust into the Clone War. Thrust into the Clone War with its arguably greatest warrior, Anakin Skywalker, warrior general, Jedi Knight. How was that going to affect her when she steps out of a gunship and an array of laser bolts blast all around her, cut down clone troopers next to her? You know, this is not the diplomacy that she was probably taught for so long. She knows how to use a weapon, but she doesn't ever want to use that weapon to kill. You know, she'll cut down a droid, but that's different than cutting down a person. These are challenges for this young person. I think that it's good for kids out there to recognize that, you know, life will be filled with challenges, you know, whether, you know, Ahsoka's scaling a cliff next to a walker, or you're on your way to school and there's a bully in your way. We have an interesting structure then within our villains, because we have the Rule 2 for the Sith, and yet we have this almost wannabe Sith, this evil, you know, child, this girl who is hell-bent on proving herself all the time. And that's a big thing you see with Ventress. Ventress wants to prove herself, prove her power, prove her skill to Dooku. It's almost implied that if she can prove she's strong enough, that Dooku knows he can make his own move for his own greater grab at power with his apprentice to overthrow Sidious. That's what Sith do. That's why there are usually only two of them. Because if you get three, two of them gang up on one and kill the other. She's really fallen from grace, though. I'm hoping you see in her character that she once was a beautiful character, but now she's really decayed and become something else. The big thing with Ahsoka in the movie is that she's thrust into this battle in this world. She meets, you know, people she never has before. You know, she got up that morning, was told to get on a Jedi cruiser, is taken to a faraway planet, and here's Anakin Skywalker, your new master. Well, she's never met Anakin before, she's only heard of him. She is a bit, you know, cantankerous at times. She verbally spars with Rex, with Anakin. She's trying to gain a foothold. She has to learn how to gain respect and what respect really means, what experience is going to gain her, and how that's going to equal respect. And yet, still, that this isn't just all fun and games. That, yes, she has these abilities, and Anakin's going to train her how to use them, but it's not like this is a game. There's a lot at stake, and by the end of it, she has to come to grips with that and realize that being a Padawan is a difficult thing.